Hey y'all, it's CherokeeStarfish. We're back again this week with some more Might and Magic 6, The Mandate of Heaven. It is beautiful here, and so are you. We've got nice weather today, and I'm spending it inside playing video games, which is my preferred method of interaction with the outside world. Alright. We're going to go around this way as we continue the Tomb of VARN. There is still quite a bit to do, as you can see from here. This is a magnificently large map. And so the progress that we made last week, we have to finish up this week, since this dungeon is just not doable in like an hour and a half. But that's okay, because I have confidence that this week we're going to finish it up. Okay. You know, if that big hallway over there goes back towards the Flame Temple area, we're going to go here first, I do believe. I think this... yes, that's where that big pit is. So we'll come back to that. There's just so much to this dungeon, like, see here. Stairs down, stairs left, stairs right, stairs every which way. Ramps and ladders. Chutes, even, to go with the ladders. I just cast haste, and I feel like I already need to put it back on just because. Oh, someone's being a naughty genie. There, problem solved. Let's take this all the way to the top before we divert any other directions. Oh, it's these guys. That's alright, we know how to deal with them by using violence. Get this guy out of the way with his magic immunity. Ooh. Already. Okay, then.
It's fixed.
We'll deal with them, and then these blue guys will go down a lot easier. Ta-da. Goodness, if they'll hit. Of course, that's a problem every time, isn't it? Oh boy.
Fixed.
Lucy's got her work cut out for her in this episode. His hitbox is going to be in front of, there we go, the defender. Let's keep him on the back heel. There we go. Now we can take out this other guy. Again? Oh, and it's even his bow, too. I mean, that makes sense. Every time you break something, it gets easier to break the next time. Horribly realistic. Goodness, I'm glad that's a stat or, like, trait that they don't have programmed into the game, where it keeps track of every time an item's been broken so that it gets easier to break the next time. That would... oh, that'd be awful. Okay, so this theoretically goes to nothing. So, there we go. Alright, well, that, let's see. I am doing alright. I hope y'all are doing great. Our adventuring party here is doing pretty good as well. We're just about through with this dungeon, I think. Now, of course, just about is like one of those things that rounds up to a really big whole number. You know how they say like half of something rounds up to a whole thing. There's a lot of this left, even if we're at the halfway point. Oh, man. So should we continue on this way? Or we also have the key that opens up the flame door, which is way back over here where we do have a Lloyd's beacon. And then we've got this hallway as well. So we're going to call these like 1, where we're at, and 2 and 3. So where should we go next? I think we're going to have to do all of those. But goodness gracious, look at this. That's what we really need to find. We've got to get the key to the water temple. But as I've said before, Varn is one of those dungeons where it's kind of like Castle Darkmoor. I run through here. I don't even usually always kill everything that's in here the way that I'm doing now. I just grab everything and go. And so I do not have the layout well memorized. It's not a blind play, obviously, but like I don't know it by heart the way that I know, say, Goblin Watch. This one is closest. I think it's going to go back to that room there. Shall we try that one, since we're already over here on this side? How do we even... Let's see, that's a dead end. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. We'll just go the closest route. Here we go. That should be right around here. Yeah, it's this one. Alright. Well, another misbehaving genie gets an incinerate. Let's see if we can take him out without using another incinerate spell. There we go. More of them. Ugh. Okay, good. I thought that the Ifrit's hitbox was going to block him. Oh, yes, please. Come over here where I can melee you. Absolutely. Hit you right in your weird, like, tornado mermaid tail. Excellent. Only one of us got scared. I will admit, I expected to see more enemies right around here. And there's none over there either. Well, we will find them shortly. Don't worry. There we go. We'll let them come to us. Maybe that blue one will get out in front, but I doubt it. At least their psychic shocks at range don't break your stuff. It's really just their melee attacks. Alright, that's exactly what I was hoping for. Boom. I'll keep working on this one. He's more dangerous anyway. There we go, if they're gonna force that one on us.
Alright, we got
Not gonna be mad. Come on. I see your weird little legs down there. They look slightly disproportionate. Like, just a tad. Not enough to be off-putting, but it's like when they move, like they've got weird little hands. See, like, look how small their hands are compared to everything else. I don't know. Maybe it's because of their heads. Like, the head is larger than a human head would be on this same size body, and that makes the hands look small. Or maybe they're just... Whoever did this sprite was not great at foreshortening. I'm not sure. There's one or two kind of like that, where you'll notice that just a tiny bit of disproportion. But that's alright. Like, I can point it out, but honestly it doesn't bother me. I like pretty much all of the sprites and things in Might and Magic 6. Half of that is nostalgia, and then half is honestly, like, it's just good art for the time that it was in, especially. And some of it, like this, I think, other than maybe the hand thing, like, this holds up pretty well. There we go. Now let's see, are there some waiting for us on the other side? Nope. Okay. Oh, there are. Okay. Let's let them come to us. Maybe we can get them stuck around here where we can hit them and they can't hit our guys. There we go. And this is where it turns into a slugfest. Oh, they can hit us. Oh no! Using our own techniques against us. They must be able to see 1 pixel of, like, Zoltan's shoulder or something. Alright, at least these guys we can incinerate. Bam. Only the red ones are, like, pretty much immune to magic. Makes them harder to fight. But honestly, I mean, there are very few enemies in the game that have that kind of defense where they're just immune to almost all magical damage. And this is, like, one of the last 3 dungeons in the game, if you do them in order. So, now is the time when you would be running into them. I think it's kind of cool. And it forces you to diversify. That means that it's a lot more difficult to go through this game with like a party of 4 sorcerers or something, just like they'll diversify types of enemies in dungeons to keep you on your toes. They also are diversifying like their defenses to make sure that you have a balanced party build. Or if you don't have a balanced party build, then, you know, you're going to have to put in the work. Kind of like we talked last episode about, I think, having solo builds where people will make a party of 4 characters and then they'll kill 3 of them early on and then just go through the game with the rest. With the sole survivor, as it were. And that challenge is not my cup of tea, but I think it's cool if someone else wants to do it for sure. Alright, let's set a beacon here. Okay. Right. That takes us to this room, which... Goodness gracious, I'm not really sure where that comes out. We ran through there last time, but we weren't serious about it. Well, there's only one Guardian of VARN. The rest of these we know how to deal with, right? There we go. That'll soften them up. Lucy can take this guy one-on-one. I kind of like that image, you know? Her dueling this guy while the other 3 just, you know, like, defend her with magic. Let's check our haste spell. We'll recast that. There we go. I wasn't sure if we'd get in one more hit or not. There goes 1. Let's take this guy next. He's got very few hit points. Come on. Oh, don't run away. About you. You don't have a lot of hit points. Come on. Oh my goodness gracious. I mean, I get why they're missing. There's like 1 pixel they can hit. But still. Really. With all these spells on. Tells you how high these guys' AC actually is, I suppose. Alright, Tommy, why don't you give us a heal? Come on, fellas. Yeah. There we go. Let's see if Zoltan can hit him. There we go. Nice. Now everyone should be able to. Alright. Alright. Let's pick up these bodies here. And whoop. Lost control of my keyboard. That's no good. Okay. Go. And let's have a heal. Just to bring Lucy back up into the green there. Okay, well, I knew when I saw the shape of the room that it was going to be one of those. Let's hope that maybe these guys are the only ones down here, waiting to ambush us like this. One. There we go, that's a little better. I like those numbers much more. I'm just going to wait to cure their fear until after this, because he's already hit us 4 times. There we go. Now. Okay, well at least they're not coming out of these side closets, they are just coming around the corner. Are those some that we already aggroed from earlier? I think maybe they are. Okay. At least we get to hear some more of this awesome, spooky kind of sci-fi backing track. That was a pretty good hit, Tommy. Well done. Oh, and there's a weaker one behind him, concealed. Nice. Have to remember that Tommy is now a fire magic master as well, and he's still not quite as powerful as she is just because Debbie's wearing Morgan, the amulet. But yeah, he does. Bless his heart. Seems like they hit him more than anybody else. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Alright. Okay. Now we're in this room with more of those cleansing pools. Ah, more genies. Buh. Well. Okay, so we've got a couple of ways to go. Ooh, that's very Egyptian to me. The hieroglyphs on the walls, that's kind of cool. Okay, I'm going to go back around this way just to make absolutely certain that it does loot. Okay, you never know. Sometimes there could be a teleporter on the floor. Let's go ahead, Tommy, and that one, I think. It's like, there's nothing here. There's so many hallways in the Tomb of VARN that just don't go anywhere. That's a pit in the floor, so we'll go this way first. It's another pit in the floor. Oh, these guys, they sure do love their pits. Oh! Oh, gross. Well, good thing it's Debbie's turn. Ha-ha! Okay. Come on. Zoltan, you're so slow. Let's see, we haven't done this in a while. Nice. And the Ifrit are not immune to that. Wow, those two weren't close enough together to both get hit? Wild. Huh. Let's try a Rock Blast with Debbie as well. That's working pretty well. Thank you for coming within melee range. I appreciate the good teamwork. It makes it so much easier to dispose of you. These monsters that keep clustering up like directly underneath or over top of us. That's really funny. And I keep seeing like graphical glitches. See those little flashes on the screen where they're moving back and forth and it's kind of picking up in the wrong room. Alright, and that's where that drop-off was. We've gone down, and then here is the pit that we would have fallen into. The first time, anyway. Okay. Let's get this guardian out of the way so that Tommy can take care of these others. That's a strange thing to say, being relying on him, isn't it? How did you hit a sentinel? Those were nowhere near the front. Almost got this guy. Come on. Before he breaks something. There we go. Wild. That's 1, 2, come on, 3. There we go. So you can hear them shooting at us even though we're not here. We're nowhere within range. Oops. Back into the labyrinth. Like, what even is the point of this construction? Okay, there we go. That was the second pit. Yep. Well, 1 point, 1 spell point for 1 point of damage. 30 for 30. Not great, but they can't all be natural 20s. There we go. To quick short of, or we'll make short work of this guy.
Okay.
There we go. Only to find more enemies. The greatest treasure. Experience points. Well, we just have to hit whoever's in front. I hate that really annoying graphical glitch where it kind of starts vibrating in place or moving up and down. And I know since it's on my screen, I know that the video picks it up. I wish there was something I could do about it, but I can't figure out why it does that. It's kind of like a known glitch. It's something that does happen occasionally, but I just don't have a fix for it, unfortunately. At least it's fairly minor. It doesn't happen all the time, and that's good. Oh, great. More genies. Love that. Let's break up the monotony here and have Lucy open this chest. Nice. Okay. That's more interesting. Does anybody else pick up anything cool? Ah, there we go.
Very nice.
Ooh, plus 20 accuracy. Is that a bonus for anyone? Debatable.
Very nice. Aha!
Okay, that we can enchant.
Very nice.
Ooh, accuracy plus 24 on a ring. I feel like surely somebody could use plus 24 accuracy. Oh, there we go. So from 14 to 24 plus 10 accuracy, that's pretty good.
Ho!
Ooh, nice. Plus 10 spell points, speed, and intellect. That's plus 10 to everything. That's AC 21. That's a hard call. That's AC 22. Okay, well, Tommy just got a armor upgrade. Alright. Oh, there's the first mate's code. So, of course, you remember the captain's code, right? Crick. The first mate's code. K-Cops. The water temple key. Alright. That is what we needed. I'm going to go ahead. We're going to save that to make sure that we don't lose it in case something happens. Like my little cat decides that my lap is the place to be. Since he can't really hurt us, genies don't actually have melee attacks as far as I can tell. They only have spells. So, there we go. We're safe here. More leather armor. I love that they're just dropping this left, right, and sideways now. That's wonderful. Okay. Nothing here. Go on this way. Ah. And here we go. This is where we need to be. So I'm going to have Tommy set a beacon right here. Top of that one. Now, I'm almost positive that you can glitch through this. Like, it's set up in such a way that I don't think that you can use the jump spell to get over it. Yeah, that's what I thought. The ceiling kind of catches you. There's almost certainly a way to glitch through. I don't know that I've ever done it. Maybe I have. I'm not sure. But if there is, I don't know what it is, like just off the top of my head, of course. Alright, let's head back over here. We'll refill our SP. We'll recast one or two of our buffs. We're good on these, we're good on those. We need Hour of Power again, however.
Luck be with you.
Go.
Can we assist
And
you?
since we're standing here, we might as well do that right there. And look, you guys, I'm getting so much better at this. I didn't have to step out from under the awning this time in order to cast Lloyd's Beacon. Okay. It's complicated maps. They're getting kind of like all over top of one another again. Head back this way. Let's see. Did we go down here? Yes. Okay. There. We're gonna go over here next, follow this other doorway. Ooh. Ooh. Ugly. It's alright. We have a cure for ugly. I feel like Rock Blast is going to do just a little bit more than Fireball here. Yeah, there we go. Okay, well, we got the most out of that strategy that we're going to get. No problem. Because we know what our backup strategy is. Gotta have those backup strats. There we go. Oh, I didn't get that one before he got away. Dang it. We're just going to have to go toe-to-toe with these guys and just beat them, I think. It's kind of like the veterans all over again. Oop, let they break. Oh, we definitely can't have that. Oh, guys, you've got to hit. See, they keep sliding back and forth behind one another, and it's hard to focus on just one. Oh boy. Come on. Ah, this would be a great place for some kind of spell with knockback, like, you know, Incinerate. Ooh! Goodness gracious. Better pay attention to our hit points, hadn't I? Well, there goes another one running away. There's one that's in the red. Come on. Get his toe right there. There goes another one. There's still two stacked on us here. A little more healing. Goodness. These guys really do pack a punch. I think this might be the most Guardians we fought at one time in a group. The red ones here. Because, of course, we fought bunches of these things, but usually the Guardians show up, there's like 3 of them at the most, and there's, what, like 5 here? Come on, Lucy. Man, I just cannot focus on one. I thought I clicked the one that had 51 hit points, then she did 70 damage, and I couldn't believe that it didn't die. I was very confused. Guys, come on. There we go. Oh. Ah, the fight has attracted a genie. Well, he'll just have to come to us. We've got more killing to do. Oh, and he did. You know what? Fine. You want to step? Let's do this. Immediately misses 7 times in a row. There we go. Gracious. Alright, now the fun part. Haha. Floor cache. I remember this room. Okay. Let's see. There we go. I think that that's close enough. Don't you? For some dragon's breath. Let's see. Oh, really? Need him awake. Well, there's that. We're not going to get another dragon breath in there now, I don't think. Maybe. No, I was hoping for a good incinerate and didn't get one.
Yeah.
It's alright. We hit him a couple of times and did a lot of damage. Now we can save our spell points. Well, he might get one in anyway. Screw you, genies. Come on, Lucy. Debbie's got to wake her wife up. My goodness. Oh, I thought that wasn't going to hit anybody. Oh well. We tried. Oh, well. Zoltan's awake. That works, I suppose. Fighting in this corridor with all of those, like, fire and lightning bolts coming at us reminds me of the Caves of the Dragon Riders. There's one. What's this one got? You got nothing. That's right. You got nothing. Phew. Okay. Okay, I think we might be good in this room now. Those other enemies appear to be on a different floor. There are bodies down there. Did we somehow get them? Did the dragon breath hit them through the floor? Surely not. That doesn't seem right. Okay, here we go, and this is the room where... Right, that pit is right back there. Okay. Okay. We have kind of completed that circuit. Because if we go up there, that pit's going to drop down to the hallway below. We know this. Okay, we can see incomplete hallways down there. And that... I think we have to go to a different area to explore. Yep. Not sure where else exactly to go on this side. So what we're going to do now is let's let's go and do this other upper area here. Yep, there we go. With all of these other genies. Can we hit them? Yes. Good. Excellent. Keep your lightning bolts to yourself. Really, an 8-point incinerate, Tommy? My guy. Well, we got him down enough that he's not worth incinerating again, I don't think. Save that for a genie who needs it. There we are. Excellent. Oh! Well, hello.
Didn't mean for that to happen.
I did not care for that. But I did it to myself. Bounce it. Haha. And again, I think. There we go. Because that's such solid damage on Rock Blast for a relatively low cost. 15, you know. Come on, I know you can do it. I believe in you. Yes, please group up more so I can hit all of you. That's beautiful. Especially since that works on the Ifrit over there. can still throw rocks if I'm scared. Joke's on you. Can I get another one? Yes. Excellent. Still in the right spot. Tommy, his scared face he looks disgusted. He just saw something horrible. Like he just walked in and just, found the worst, most unexpected thing in the room. I kind of feel bad for him. Mostly I feel bad for us having to look at him, though. Ah, yes, please. Let's keep an eye on that haste spell. It's got an hour and a half. There we go. Excellent. This is moving right along. And it looks to me like that's pretty much everybody in this room. That's a torch flame, isn't it? Yes. Okay. We'll go get these. Some gauntlets. Okay. And then we'll head this way, since we couldn't go this way before. See what's at the end of it. Because that's what we do. Where's this going to come out? It's a tiny, narrow, climbing hallway. There's an astonishingly low number of secret doors in the Tomb of VARN. A fact by which I'm almost, moderately offended. Because, I mean, it's a secret tomb, right? As well as a tomb with a secret. It's both of these things. And I'm just going to let Lucy sleep until they wake her up, because all she can do is shoot, her arrows, which are of minimal help in this instance. So we'll just let her catch a few Z's. Oh man, you're going to drop all the way back down in there, aren't you? If I kill you, you're going to drop into the next room below. Yup. Ah, well. Am I that lazy? You know I am. Here. Lucy didn't really get to participate in that battle. We haven't cast that spell in a while, so why not? Okay, we came in that one. Let's double check and make sure there's nothing here. Don't see anything. I also don't see anything here. See, like I said, there's just... for a secret tomb, that's also a tomb with a secret, there just aren't a lot of secret doors. Okay, well... it is what it is. There's this whole layer right here that you can only really access by dropping down from above, and yet there's nothing in it. But it does explain... there we go. That's where that hole in the ceiling comes from. Okay. Alright, well, I think that we've done that part. So, once again... here we go. Now, it's going to be the fastest and best way. Believe here. We'll go back down, and then we'll head... yep, here we go. We'll head north. Having done that whole area, I think that we're probably safe to go ahead and set a new beacon. And before we head on, we might as well go back to Old New Sorpagal, fill up our spell points. Ooh, just in time.
Can we assist you?
That was about to wear off. Haha.
Luck be with you.
Okay. This way. Now see, this room, looking down into it, I feel like that's the back door to the Temple of Flame down here, but I'm not sure. But I think this goes into this whole big room, and that down there is the flame door. Or something like that. We'll find out here very shortly. Yes, thank you. Get right up in my face. Excellent. Oh, man. When you can use magic, they just go down so much easier. See, this room is so big, we actually had green jewels there for a second. Okay, who can we hit? A sentinel. Right? Come on. Come on. Well, maybe the key here is if they're standing close enough. There we go. We'll get that guy with that. That's what AoEs are for. Excellent. Also, why does Fireball look like a burning volleyball or possibly the Eye of Sauron? I don't know. There we go. Good shots on both of those. We'll finish them off with our bows, I think. Especially that one. Excellent. Good shot, my girl. So this is a very large room, and it's full of quite a few of these guardians, so I want to try and aggro them in groups if I can. There we go, see? Because their spells are honestly less powerful than their melee attacks. I'd rather them hit us with Psychic Shock. Oh, looks like they aggroed all at once anyway, didn't they? Maybe? Oh well, sometimes that happens. You have linked enemy groups, so that when one of them aggroes, you know, they all get enmity on the party at one time. Boom. It's like a Gatling gun. Boom, 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 boom.
Okay.
Nice. Ah, now see that message? I don't know if you saw that just now. It says... Oh, he's here. At least that's the one we were already working on. Oh, see right there? Did you see it? Crystal Skull absorbs radiation damage. And of course, our ladies here have got a couple of those. But the dudes
Very nice.
are defenseless. So we're going to have to find more Crystal Skulls, I hope. There should be a couple in here somewhere. Mysteries upon mysteries. Now we get to do some real ranged combat. See, there we go, radiation damage, just from being in this room. – Come on, shoot me or don't. All right. Coming right along. Honestly, the environmental hazard here in this room is worse than the enemies because it hits everybody at random. The crystal skulls will help, and sometimes what they do is they'll just prevent the AoE from hurting the party, which is why if you have one for each person, then that's great, because then you're drastically increasing your chances of just being immune to the room's environmental effect. There we go. Alright, now we're going to have to move out into this room. Come on. We don't want to be in here for very long. Even though we can heal, these guys do pack a punch, and so does that environmental hazard, so we've got to get serious about getting through this room. Oh, and you hear that sound. Let's see who we shoot. Nobody. Great. If we stand in these medicated pools, theoretically, you know, like you'll take less damage or no damage, and it gets rid of the radiation, which can be like a poison effect. Problem being, notice how they don't light up blue on our map. It's because those pools don't have that effect. Not every one in the dungeon does. They almost do, until you get in this room and need them. There we go. Picture. Only the one bearing the key may speak the code. So let's see. He's got all of those. Alright, so here's what we're going to do now. That is the back of the Flame Temple door. Let's go and heal again. Check our haste spell. We'll go ahead and recast that.
Can we assist you? Luck be with you.
And now that we know how they link up, we can go back here. They'll have reset in their new places. Who's got the key? Who does have the key? I know we have it. I thought she did. Flame door key. Yep, there we go. We'll do this for a minute or two. Just because since they can't hit us through the door, I'm able to take it off turn-based, and I can just kind of spam the attack button. And you'll see these that are running away over here. Those are ones we've damaged sufficiently already that they're no longer much of a threat. There goes another one. Excellent. Then we can teleport behind them if need be, or open the door, whichever. And they'll be much easier to pick off. Excellent. Excellent. There they go. Yes! Flee! Run, you cowards! Now we're down mostly to the Guardians. Oh, we actually got one. Ha! There we go. Folks. Haha. See, look how much easier of a fight that is. Alright. Now they are lined up just perfectly for a big old dragon breath. Nice indeed. Let's try to pick off a couple more of these. I'm gonna let Zoltan in this one. Oh!
Oops.
No problem, my guy. I should have known. Not your fault. You suffer from bad leadership. Let's see if I can put a rock blast on that one. Nice. There we go. Nice. Honestly, the Guardians and Sentinels and their ilk are, like, far more powerful than the Genies, but the Genies are so much more annoying to fight. Alright, we're gonna pick these guys off a few at a time. There we go. Okay. Alright, alright, alright. We'll grab all of these bodies, get all of this cash. And then this big room is clear. Okay. The Well of VARN must be keyed last. So, we have the captain's code, the first mate's code. If I'm not mistaken, oh. Access denied. All codes must be entered first. This is the Well of VARN. So, we'll go over there and click on that after we have everything else. Oh, there's one more body. I think there's a chief medical officer and an engineer, and then there might maybe be a communications officer. I think. Here we go. We need to go back here and get in one of these medicated pools to get rid of the radiation damage. Whew. There we go. Much better, right? Okay. We'll go ahead and recast haste. And should be before I do that. Okay, there we go. I almost forgot what I was doing. I was like, where do we need to go next? We've got to go to the water temple. That was the flame temple. So now we've got to go there. I think this is going to be the closest. Yes. Alright, we will run back here just as fast as our little legs can carry us. did have one set right at the water temple, and at some point I set a new one over top of it, which is fine. Our jewels are green. We're just going to bypass that big horde of genies, because you can already see right there, when we get into the water temple, there's going to be more stuff. You can see it glitching through the wall. So we'll have a fight on our hands regardless. Zoltan has the key to the water temple. Screw this. I'm not walking that far. All right. Excellent. Yeah, this is another one of those. Gotta be careful because we know that there are some on the other side. Whew. Ooh, look at him glitch. Goodness gracious. It's like Bethesda levels of screwing up. There we go. These guys I'm just going to mash through. I'll check occasionally to make sure that I'm not totally wasting an incinerate on somebody with like 14 hit points, but otherwise. Ugh. Horrible genies. Get rid of them ASAP. Excellent, good. That was a good hit, Lucy. Alright. Down this way. And down and down and down. Down, down to Goblin Town. There's just one guardian down here. I kind of wish he had a unique name or something, kind of like Lurch in Castle Kriegspire, where you just open the door and there's a Minotaur King in the closet with a bunch of extra hit points. And his name is Lurch. Y'all remember Lurch. Here we go, another crystal skull. Good. And the Biblioteca chest key. Okay, we know where that is. The Navigator's Code. There we go.
Very nice. Very nice.
Excellent, good. Alright, so now Zoltan will be protected from radiation. We have this code, the Navigator. Ulus. Okay. And that key is going to go to this area right here. So let's see. Yep. Here we go. The dungeon is so large that even with Lloyd's Beacon to help you get around, I feel like it's easy to lose track. And especially where Tommy's not a water magic master, we have to be careful too, because A, he can only set 3 beacons, and B, they don't last very long. So it becomes easy to be like, oh, oops. I traveled somewhere without thinking about it, and now those beacons don't work anymore. There we go. I did have one set right here, and forgot we needed to come back to this room. I was thinking, because we'd been here, I was thinking we'd already done it. Okay, I'm going to give this key to Lucy, because in the past we have run into more than one chest that took a key to open and still had a trap on it that went off even when we had the key. So,
Got it.
yep, there we go. See, I knew.
Oh,
That's not bad.
very nice.
That's okay. The VARN chest key. And the doctor's code. So there we go. Yokum. Okay. So, that might be all 4. I was thinking that there were 5 codes. There may only be 4. I'm sure that you guys see the pattern at this point. Okay. Back to the Flame Temple. Now, what we actually have to do here, if I remember correctly, is these different pools. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, yeah, that's why I was thinking that there's 5. The doctor's code. Here we go. These are not medicated pools. For some reason, each of these pools you have to stand in them, and so even though it says cleansing pool, the point of them is that they ask for the code. So for some silly reason, you know, you have to... There we go. You have to jump down into them in order to activate. That one's not asking because we don't have one. And we need, yep, so we need one more before we can finish up here, which is either the communications officer or the engineer. And I cannot remember for sure which one it is. Okay, so water temple we've done. We did the flame temple. Y'all have to help me look here. I've got to find, like, where is there a chest that we haven't opened? Oh, wait a minute. That says books. Is this it? Oh, wow. What? See, now back when I was a kid and I was just running around, you know, like pounding the space bar and clicking on everything on the walls, you know, I'm sure that I found that. And in the past, I know that I've found it. It's been you know, couple years since I've played it, but I always forget this. I just don't have a clear memory of that being where they are because, look, books. No, it's not. There is no indication of any kind unless you walk right up to that. Great. And we're tired again. I'm tired too, guys. Well, I'm glad I have y'all to help me because I would have eventually had to probably give up and, like, Google that and felt terrible about it. Okay, but we know what we're doing now, so there we go. We've used the other ones. So, communication officer. There we go. Aruhu. And this is the engineer's code. It talks. So at this point, just to be 100% clear, because I'm never a fan of being like of deliberate obfuscation. So for those of you who have not noticed or who don't get the joke, these codes are just the names of the original Star Trek series crew of the Enterprise, like the major characters and officers backwards. So, of course, we've got Kirk, Spock, Uhura, Sulu, and McCoy and Scotty. Here we go. The waters part. And they do, too. Look at that. That block just pulls all the way back. There we go. We did it. Woo! Here's this. See, emergency power on. Main power restored. Main power failed. Emergency power on. Back and forth. Main power restored. My goodness gracious, what have we here? A new enemy. Look at this. There's that sound that we heard before. Patrol unit. So yes, in case it wasn't clear, now how the genies got in here, I don't care to speculate, but we can now reveal that like the hot Anubis men are actually robots. So do with that what you will. Whoop. They're gonna break stuff right away, huh? There we go. These guys, pretty tough. But we'll take them out. See, we've already almost got one. There we go. And they just kind of blow up and disintegrate and don't really leave a body. And there we go. Now we can get back the other way. They're a lot bigger than they look, which means that they can kind of seem further away. There we go. Because, see, when they get a distance away from you, they actually look like appropriately sized. Go ahead and repair that.
It's fixed.
There's the VARN chest key, by the way. We'll hang on to that. Oh my gosh, you guys. There we go. Ooh, what's that peeking around the corner? An enforcer unit with 700 big, fat, scary hit points. Now, you come back here. Can I get him? There we go. Just barely peeking around the corner. I'm just going to beat this guy to death because they do a lot of damage, and as you saw, they have a high breakage rate. The patrol units are the first tier unit. The enforcer, I can't remember if that's the second tier or third tier. So there may be one that's more powerful than the enforcer unit. I can't recall if it's the middle one or not. But anyway, there we go. We don't want them to hit us and break our stuff and deal an enormous amount of damage. Get through this convoluted hallway here. Okay, she's got the chest key. Here we go. Oh, look at that, you guys. We found something.
Aha. Very nice.
Ooh, look at that. That's the second item we found like that that's plus 5 levels. And ta-da! The control cube. A perfectly smooth metallic cube. I almost thought about calling this episode Cube 2, Hypercube, but I'm not sure how many people would actually get the joke, because that's a big in-joke for, like, my friends and family. It's a terrible movie. Definitely watch it. Treat yourself. Man, that's rough, because this actually has +1 to AC, but this is 30 fire resistance and hit point regeneration. Of course, I guess it's not that big of a deal. I mean, he's already regenerating hit points anyway because of his belt. And with Debbie's spells on, he's got over 100 fire resistance too. So, I mean, losing 30 is still going to leave him with 118. Which is not at all bad. And it's not that big of a difference. Once you get over 100, like 30, I feel is just kind of a drop in the bucket. Do you guys think we should give him this Olympian Shield of Power and say goodbye to his Astral Shield of the Phoenix? What do you think? That is a big change, but I mean, plus 5 levels, and we know what this crown's been doing for Debbie. So, and you know what? I'm going to give this to Lucy. I think she should carry that because she is way more responsible. Debbie might get drunk and push the wrong button. Alright, well, then we'll trade out the shield. So here we go. Bam. There we go. And that you can see the changes there, because the main thing that's going to happen from the level bonus is obviously they don't get extra skill ranks or anything like that. It's just hit points and spell points. But that's 20 hit points and 25 spell points, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. So, okay. Well, guys, folks, my goodness gracious, guys, gals, and non-binary pals, we are done with the Tomb of VARN. We are done. We've completed our little varnishing act. And you can see here too, I mean, look at these textures, right? We found some robots. We found a power reactor. We found all kinds of wild stuff. So you are looking now at the unvarnished truth of the pyramid, right? Yes, Zoltan is our golden boy. You're welcome for that. You're so welcome. Oh my goodness gracious. I'm gonna go ahead and put haste back on. I don't know why, because we're immediately just gonna go up here to... not you. Go. To Freehaven. And we know what we need to do with the control cube now that we have it. Which, gotta bring it over here to the High Council. Excuse us. Don't mind us. Turn it off and turn it back on again. Just a weird little glitch we have to get used to. We're gonna go down and speak to Melian, the Oracle. And she or they are gonna tell us what to do with the control cube now that we have it.
I've been expecting you.
Here we go. You now have access to the control center. Simply ask to be transported, and I will oblige. One warning, however. The guardians of the control center are no longer under my control, so please exercise caution while visiting the center. Oh, and they're going to tell us a little bit more right here. Check this out. As I said, the Kreegan are resistant to most of the weapons available in Enroth, but not all. To rid the world of them, you will need to find where their vessel crashed and destroy the main reactor. The only problem is that the resulting explosions from the reactor will destroy this planet. You will need a powerful spell to prevent the explosion from damaging the planet, but no spell like that exists in the world today. The only person I can think of that would know of such a spell is Archibald, but he is in no condition to teach you. To make matters worse, the reactor cannot be harmed by normal weapons or spells. You will need the ancient weapons in the control center to destroy the reactor. That's a tall order, folks. Man, so we've got a lot that we still need to do, because we know now that Archibald is turned to stone in the library of Castle Iron Fist. As Melian says, you know, he's in no condition to teach us. But without that spell, even if we have these powerful weapons, we still can't stop the Kreegan, because we'll destroy Enroth if we do. Though my memory has been damaged by Archibald, I can still remember the danger that our ancient enemy, the Kreegan, posed to our world. The Kreegan first appeared roughly 1,500 years ago, attacking outlying colonies and stealing their resources. It was thought at the time they simply needed certain minerals and could be reasoned with, but this was not the case. Their life cycle forces them to breed until the world cannot support their numbers, then they send ships off to other worlds to renew the cycle. Their attacks against the Empire of the Ancients disrupted the network of shipping and communications that held us all together, causing the silence that marks the first year of our modern calendar. Without support from the homeworlds, our fledgling technology failed, bringing us to this sorry state. I would help rebuild our technology, but I seem to have become a religious figure in the minds of many people, and very few visit me or understand what I have to offer. Perhaps this Kreegan crisis we face will bring people to their senses, as long as we survive it. Ta-da! Yes. So, the unvarnished truth at last. Yes, Enroth is a colony world of the ancients. And indeed, elves, dwarves, humans, and orcs all arrived on the ship called VARN together. And everything was great until the Kreegan attacked, and their destruction or disruption of the network that the ancients had built between their many worlds caused what we call the silence, which you'll see in the description of a lot of these weapons and things like... Let's see... Here we go. See, like this sword. Forged during the Time of Wonders, the process used to forge steel of this quality was lost sometime just after the silence. Or like here. Say, this one. Yes. These helms are extremely rare and no one knows where they originate, but they almost all certainly come from the Time of Wonders. An extremely fine inscription inside the helm says property of ship store, VARN. And it's got the Roman numeral year. So, yes, the Time of Wonders was that time before the silence, when they had the technology to make all of these wonderful things, including the weapons that we need to go and fetch. Obtain arcane magic from Archibald in the Royal Library in Castle Iron Fist. So now we can access the control center, but we also need that spell. So, before we go to the control center, let's try and do that. Debbie, if you would. It's been a while, too, since we've been to Castle Iron Fist. Oh, my God. Every time. Livia the Jester. Well, joke's on you. I don't have a follow-up to that.
Halt! Who goes there?
Master Nikolai Ironfist, Prince and heir to the throne of Enroth.
Ah, he finally has something to say other than boredom. The third eye. You want to free Archibald? If the Oracle told you to do it, I guess we should, but he'll be trouble once he's loose, that's for sure. I know where the bell is that turned him to stone, but I can't open the family vault that it's in without the third eye. It's one of 3 gems you need to put into the door of the vault in order to open it. I've got 2 of them, one in my father's crown and one in his scepter, but my father hid the third eye and he didn't tell me where it is. If you could find it, I could open the vault and get the bell. I don't remember if that's the voice that I used for him before, but whatever, he's super irritating. So yes. Now you may recall, let's see, one of these many, many letters that we have here. Is it this one? Nah. Remains of a journal. Dragon Riders, Corlagon, Prince of Thieves, the Goblin Watch Code. I think it's the one from... Here we go, Roland's Journal. Maybe not. Diary page. I can't recall. Well, anyway, it doesn't matter because I know where it is. Somewhere in the game, you are told that the third eye is in the well. Well, this is the only well in Iron Fist, and it doesn't do anything if you click on it. Until now. Because you don't know what you're looking for. So there we go. A large, flawless purple gem on a golden base. Oh. There we go. 2 spaces.
Halt!
Master Nikolai Ironfist,
Yeah.
Prince and heir to the throne of Enroth.
You found the third eye. All right, wait here. The bell should be in the vault. He runs out of the throne room, returning a short while later. Okay, here it is. Gee, thanks. I hope you know what you're doing. Everyone says my uncle is quite treacherous. Yes, he's a bit of a bitch, in fact, as I recall from Heroes 2. So here we go. Tanir's bell. The tone given by this small silver bell seems wrong. It should be much higher than it is. Oh boy. There we go. Archibald Iron Fist. Oh my god, his bangs. Y'all, it's so awful. Oh, and he was no better in Heroes of Might and Magic 2. This is actually an upgrade of art. And he's just gone. There we go. You barely even get to talk to him. Now wait just a minute, Tanir, and I'll make it worth your while to let me... Oh. Archibald is silent for a long while. I guess I have you people to thank for releasing me from my prison of stone. Thank you. Well, you say you need a spell that I've created. He reaches to the shelves and removes the library scroll. Well, as a reward, I'll give you the Ritual of the Void. Use it in good health. Now, I'm sure you're very busy, as am I. Archibald waves his arms and fades away. So he just teleports completely. He's gone. He's gone. And he even took his painting with him. So here we go. The Ritual of the Void. The ritual described on this scroll seems to be a complex magical formula requiring the caster to face the target from a distance and follow a lengthy and exacting series of steps. You can't figure out what the effect of the spell will be once it's been cast. But we know. Alright, so we did that. And now, it's time to go to the control center. Whoa, that was a glitch and a half. Did you see that? I caught my foot, I guess, as I flew across, and it just jumped us down to the bottom. So, but before we do, the control center is a rough place because it's full of those angry little robots. I feel like, since we qualify to train all the way up from level 70 to level 81, y'all. Level 81. Then maybe we should do that. What do you think? Goodness, I hope we have enough money.
Hey, looking to
Let's
trade?
see. It's 10, that's going to be 30-some thousand each. Yeah, we should be able to do that.
Well done. Well done. Well done. Well done. Well done.
Yes, thank you.
Well done. Well done. Well done.
Shoo-wee. Gosh, you guys. Oh my goodness gracious. Alright, so we are level 81 or 86 in their case, thanks to their magical equipment. Look at that. Look at that. 468 hit points, 620 spell points, 44, 655, 600 hit points. Shoo. My goodness gracious, y'all. Look at the skill points up there. Everybody's got over 130 skill points. My gosh. Wow. Wowie zowie. Oh, man. That's really great. Because we have a few skills that we definitely need to put points into. But we're not going to do that right now. We'll save those for just a little while and we'll wait. Because I would like to go ahead and go to the control center next. And we'll kill all of those monsters. We'll find the treasure that's in there. I, of course, am going to empty their inventories. We're going to get rid of some of this junk. And then maybe the Oracle will have something else to say once we have hold of the ancient weapons that we need. These ancient weapons from the time of wonders, from our spacefaring ancestors who crossed the void to come colonize this wonderful world of Enroth that we now have to save. And it looks like maybe, if Archibald is on the up and up, we even have the spell that we need to do it. And that's right, I'm going to go ahead and let you know there are, in fact, 2 endings to this game. It is optional to get the Ritual of the Void from Archibald. If you do have it, you get the good ending, where the world does not explode. If you don't get the Ritual of the Void, and you just go to the Kreegan's spaceship and destroy the reactor, then you blow up the planet. But at least you stopped the Kreegan, am I right? So yes, there is a good ending and a bad ending, and the Oracle has, basically told us that. So some RPGs, they won't let you get a different ending, of course. It might not let you into the mothership of the Kreegan without having the Ritual of the Void. This, of course, we know is a bit more open world, so yeah, there are two endings. We're going to get the good ending, because I believe in happy endings quite strongly. And we're going to go ahead. We're going to head to Freehaven. Oh, actually, you know what? Before we head to Freehaven, probably what we should do is we'll go back down here and we'll cast all of our protection and buff spells and things. Because, let's see, yeah, they shouldn't be tired and need to sleep. We just came from training, ironically. But yeah, we're going to go into the control center, and we are going to make certain that we've got the weapons we need to destroy the main reactor of the Kreegan mothership. And then we'll use the Ritual of the Void to get the good ending and contain the explosion so that doing so does not destroy the world that we are trying to save. So yeah, I'm going to finish casting these buffs. I'm going to refill our SP and head back to the Oracle in Freehaven so that we can visit the Planetary Control Center under the High Council. And that's what we will be doing next time. I hope that you'll join me then, next Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, that is New York and Miami time here in the US, for some more Might and Magic 6, The Mandate of Heaven, when we will do the penultimate dungeon.
Can we assist you?
We will do the Planetary Control Center, and that is the last thing before the mothership, y'all. That's it. We're that close to the end. We're going to get the ancient weapons from the Control Center. We are going to then go to the Kreegan mothership out in Sweetwater, back where it all began. Our four characters' hometown that was destroyed in the Night of Falling Stars. And we're finally going to take the fight to the real bad guys in a major way. This is it. We are at the end game. So, there's going to be 2 more episodes in this series. Next Saturday, we will do the Control Center. And the following Saturday, we will do the Hive. And that will be the end of Might and Magic 6. So I really want to thank you for joining me. Not just for tonight, but for this whole wonderful journey that's really been an experience. We've got 2 more streams to go. So please be thinking about what you'd like to see me play next. Some folks have said we should just go straight on to Might and Magic 7, which I'm totally fine with if you'd like to see more of the same. And some folks have suggested Betrayal and Antara, and some others said Baldur's Gate or Icewind Dale. I'm totally up for some Icewind Dale too. So let me know, tweet at me, post to me on Pillow Fort if you use Pillow Fort. When I do the YouTube upload tomorrow or as soon as possible, then please go over there, give a like and subscribe, turn on notifications, and leave your comments under the YouTube video as well. And let your friends know. Make sure everybody can be here. I hope we'll have a big crowd for the end of the game in the next couple of episodes, and I can't wait to see where we go next, all of us together, because this has been a wild ride and there's still some mileage left on it. We've still got a little bit of craziness left. So I'll see you again next Saturday, as I said, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I hope you'll join me then, and thanks for playing.